Well, here we go, and just hand over to Chris for the first part of the first half.
Let's go. It's clearing header from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗦. Now, good touch from Alves, who's top scorer now with 5 goals for the Rangers. Gets it on the right-hand side, and he's challenged quite ferociously there by Adam Leathers. And we're going to get a free kick. Referee Matthew Skiles is going to have a word. Here comes Alves, whips it low, it bobbles across, it's gone over the line! And it looks like the congratulations being taken by Kieran Parcell. I think he just got a faint touch as it skimmed into the 6-yard box. Really low whip delivery from Alves, and just poked over the line by Parcell. And we've only played just under 3 minutes, so it's Bath City 1, Aveley 0.
Yeah, what a cracking start. I mean, I would assume that wasn't a miss-hit from Aveley. It was intentional, because the ball was just placed along the ground straight into the goal area. Everybody suddenly just crowding around the keeper, and Parcell able to touch it home.
That's right, so Greenslade's throw gets it back from Russ. And a clearing header from Ring. Tilson okay, and Russ tries to burst through, hits it early with a curling shot, searching for the far bottom corner, but it didn't have enough whip on it, and Holden pounces on the ball. Here comes Ring. It's over the head of the 2 blue shirts at the near post. Ring again, just sends it a hanging header into the area again. And now it's out to Aveley, the left-sided player. Goes on the outside of Rains, and the cross deflects towards Wiles Richards at the near post, and he safely gets down low and grabs the ball. Here comes the throw again. Bounces as it gets into the 6-yard box. Dangerous one. Shot on the turn. And Wiles Richards with a low save to deny Alera after a Campbell's effort had been blocked, and now City can break. Buttons down in a heap in the area, but meanwhile Alves out on the right-hand side with the counter-attack for the Romans. Gets onto his left foot, just outside the box. Chops back onto his right. Lots of blue bodies in there. And it hits Seymour. And now it's up to Ogunwinde, back still down in some pain. Is it his left leg, his knee, possibly? Yeah, it's a lot of mud in it. Like if you play golf in this sort of weather, it's just every time you have to put the ball in. And it's a free kick with Aveley going down near the left corner flag for Aveley. Looks like there's going to be an aerial one into the mix from Thompson. Looks for a flick on the near post from Aveley, and he goes out for a goal kick. And what better time than to bring in Toby Wellington.
City coming into this one 4 clear of Aveley. This would be a monumental win if they're able to hold on to it. As Russ heads forward into the feet of Seymour, 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗦, who's done really well at the back so far today, brings the ball away but is dispossessed by Greenslade. Ring is captain covering up for him, but Greenslade wins it back. Here's Seymour into the box, across into the box, it goes away towards Alves and cleared away. That's a really good move by City, putting pressure on that back line. Ring couldn't deal with it, and City unlucky it didn't fall to Arona. Gets underneath it, gets it out to Greenslade, who clears down the left-hand side, who's got a willing runner in behind is Seymour, and Thompson's having to come over and covers really well again, the young left-back, and Ring is going to help him complete his clearance here down the left for Aveley, but it's an excellent ball by Greenslade, and a sliced clearance by Ring, and it's going to let City keep the pressure on here. As Parcell spins one down the left-hand side from his own half in towards Wilson. It's headed away, and now Leathers is going to get a hold of it for Aveley. Good tackle by Russ, coming back to win it, sets it to Alves, 25 yards from goal, has a go left-footed, it's in the near post, and City lead 2-0. Holden beaten in his near post. It's a beautiful strike from Jordan Alves with his left foot, 20 yards from goal. City 2, Aveley 0.
Yeah, that was really good. When Alves picked it up, I thought for a moment was he going to try and pass it. Instead of which he got his head down, got over the ball, looked exactly where the keeper was to put it to Holden's right-hand side. Keeper really had no chance of that, got just enough power on it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful strike. He's caught it as well as any ball I've seen him hit this season. But let's take it back to Luke Russ winning that ball back. Leathers had it, got his head up, and before he could play a pass, Luke Russ sliding in to win it back straight to Alves, and Alves straight to the back of the net. City 2-0 up. There's a shortish throw, it goes back to the goalkeeper, and Holden's going to get this one up the pitch, long down the middle, looking for a Candy. And 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 both in there but unable to win it. Giles wins it back for Aveley. 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 has missed the back pass and it's gone through to Wilson. Wilson racing into the area, left-footed, scores! The Romans lead by 3 goals to 0, and it's Scott Wilson off the back of a terrible back pass from the midfield of Aveley. 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 missed it and Wilson confidently slots it left-footed. We're in Dreamland. City lead 3-0.
I just thought for a moment was Wilson offside there, but maybe played on by the Aveley player.
Or played back by an Aveley player, so he was always onside because no Roman had touched it to send him free.
And that'll do Scott Wilson a power of good because he's been struggling for goals lately. No lack of activity from Wilson, but the goals just haven't been coming. And so this afternoon we have 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏, we have Elvis, we have Wilson. 3 goals and we're not even at half-time.
Well, he's hardly touched the ball in this game, in fairness, Scott Wilson, but that's what he gives you. He will always put pressure on the defenders, and he was just coming back from an offside position and 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏's just completely missed it, and Scott Wilson runs through, and you've got to say, on his left foot, it's a great finish as well. But Carlisle has it for Aveley on the in the halfway line. He launches one forward towards Owen. That one's going to reach him. Tomlinson puts his head in bravely. Owen sets it back to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏, and it's cleared away off of a block by Rains. Rains has stayed down for the moment, holding his left leg, but it's gone out for a throw. In 5 seconds here, referee whistled to his mouth, and there's the half-time whistle. City fans applaud that performance, and the same from us here in the commentary box. Is an absolutely superb performance from City. 3 goals in the first half. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 with the one in the first minute, Jordan Alves, and then Scott Wilson as well. It's 3-0 here at half-time between City and Aveley.
Well, as you were saying around the half-time discussion there, as the ball's hooked forward and 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 gets in a bit of a tangle. Miles Richards controls it outside of his area and is met in the face by the onrushing one of the wingers. I think it was 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏 who was coming through, and he's hurt himself by colliding with Miles Richards, who's outside his box. But meanwhile, Wilson tries to get in behind. He's up against 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏, who's inside the area, and the defender gets a challenge in to concede the corner.
Yeah, Miles Richards has just come over to help the player that's down. I think this looks fairly serious. Referee now coming to give it some attention.
Yeah, it's Miles Richards tried to sort of mop up the mistake from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 as he looked to head the ball back to the goalkeeper, but didn't really get a touch on it. No hint of a foul though. So Greenslade whips the ball in from the corner. It's a deep one. It goes past the far post, and he's lying down in the area. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 in the middle. Tilson goes back to Batten. Short pass to Tomlinson. And now Rains does get it. Alves just ahead of him. It's come through to Seymour. Nice turn. And he's had his shirt yanked off his back by Brooklyn 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏. And now it's a blatant foul. Really, almost a vice-like grip on the back of the shirt.
Yeah, Seymour's not the biggest, and there's not a lot of weight to him, but he was turned round as if he was on a roundabout by the pull on his shirt.
He's got one last chance to do something with it, and it's flicked on towards the near post, and Ogden Rinde was lurking, but Miles Richards had his eyes on the ball and grabbed hold of it. Beadle played forward towards Seymour. He's in behind the defence here, over the goalkeeper, and the ball bounces wide of the post. He's in the middle of the pitch there, just on the edge of the box.
Chippenham, who are away at Hornchurch today, being held to a 1-1 as things stand. There's another goal elsewhere in the league. Boreham Wood, going into today's second, are now behind at home against Tonbridge. As 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏's just taken a touch that's gone behind him, and Wilson's away, left-footed into the box, got Seymour for support, sets it to Seymour inside the 6-yard box, cleared off the line by 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏. Poor Ben Seymour just can't get himself on the score sheet. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 there to sweep up.
Well, Wilson flicked it back to him. Seymour tried to do a pirouette to turn it into his own goal, but into the away goal. Not successful, and a second opportunity in about 10 minutes for him goes begging.
As Greenslade's gone over to take this, it'll be an in-swinger from that side. It's whipped in towards the 6-yard box, away by 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗛𝗏. 𝗛𝗏𝗏's header's going to be chased by... someone's gone down. Didn't quite see the number on the back of the shirt for a second. Don't know if it was 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏. As Wilson on the right delivers it into the 6-yard box, and is Ōgūnrinde, who's gone down. I think I can see a number 9, so we'll see if it is Wilson or Alves, but that's a pullback by Coleman, who's only come on 5 minutes ago, and he's going to be booked for his pullback on Joe Rains as he went to break away down the right-hand side. Flicked on by Alves, looking for Seymour, but they've only got the two of them up there against the whole back line for Aveley.
It was interesting a minute or so ago when Coleman got that ball just inside his own half. None of the two even forwards were making a run, so he had nobody to pass to.
Well, City on the break here. Alves out to Russ on the right-hand side. Could line up a shot. Does line up a shot straight at Holden. And 2 hands behind it. He's able to pat it down and get a hold of it at the second attempt. And that long ball is going to fall for Carlisle. He's thumped it away left-footed. Aveley haven't really played much football in the second half to try and change this game. That's an awful challenge from Owen. He's just left a shoulder in on Tilson there. That was a really dangerous challenge. And that could, in theory, be a red card, but I don't think the referee's going to that pocket. I think he's gone to his yellow. That was really poor, that, Andrew. That's frustration, and obvious as well.
And so unnecessary. I mean, this is a challenge bang in the middle of the pitch. Nothing was at stake there. And I think he's really lucky just to get a yellow there.
Salisbury have scored a third. They lead 3-1 at home against Welling at the moment, so unfortunately City won't move positions in the table as 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛 has a back pass of an effort that goes wide of Harvey Wild Richards' goal. Lee Kendall still shouting for his team to compete for the ball as the ball goes up towards Kabongolo. He wins the header and gets it away. Parcell with another excellent header away, clears nearly the halfway line there as Allen comes back to get a touch on it. Off of Freer it goes, and Freer able to keep it in and get it to Micah Anthony, and it's unfortunately bobbled off the knee of Anthony, but he's able to keep it in. Out on the left-hand side, cuts inside of Allen, and it's a foul by the Aveley player, and it's going to be a free kick for City, but no it isn't. I think the referee has blown for full time. Yes, he has, and Bath City have beaten Aveley by 3-0 in what was a must-not-lose game, but they put on a sensational performance to win it. Goals from Parcell, Alves and Wilson all in the first half, and City will go to Chippenham off the back of a fantastic victory, Andrew.
Well, we might have travelled in trepidation this afternoon, wondering what might happen, and we've seen some very difficult City performances of late, but this was the Bath City of old. Combative, attacking going forward, solid in defence, like suddenly the giant had just woken up from 6 months sleep and restored back to where they were at the end of last season. It's interesting to contemplate that, of course, both these sides were playoff contenders last year. This afternoon, only City looked like one.